this is 3000, guys. So I'm going to use my conventional H pattern. I'm going to go 50% overlap. And I'm going to go up and down, north and south, 50% overlap. So you see that slush from the clear cutting? My disc is moist, it's damp. It's not saturated with water. What I see a lot in the field is this disc is in a bucket of water with all the other wet or dry. And then when they take it out and then they go to the panel, I see a lot of this. Okay, so what's happening is too much water is saturated the disc. Too much water is being sprayed on the car or the vehicle, and when you actually sand it, all you're doing is hydroplaning. You're just skipping and skimming across the substrate. You're not even cutting. It's doling it out a little bit, so when you do wipe it off or whatever, blow it off, you can still see how the finish is dull. But the problem is the actual disc didn't actually do its job by spending some time on the substrate. It was just too busy skim coating across it. So it didn't cut out the 1500. What we see is the guys will automatically go to the next step because it looks pretty decent, right? And then when they go buff it out, they wonder why they still see some sand scratches underneath. And a lot of that is because A, they just spend too much time sanding with 3000. They just did it really fast. Or B, which was probably, or two, is the fact that they just use way too much water. Okay. So I'm going to show you a difference with hitting it again a second time with 3000 versus doing what I just did with the one application. So I got plenty of water on here. I'm not going to squirt any more. I'm going to hit it right here on this side for a second time, and I want to show you once I dry it off what the difference looks like just using 3000. Okay. See, still have plenty of water on there, guys. I don't need to hit it again with the spray bottle. Just let the disc do the work. You see a difference from left to right. Go up there on the sides.
It's more uniform.
So what you're doing, guys, is you can see how you have some dullness here. So I know it's kind of hard to see on the gray end of it, but what you're seeing, if you look at this edge versus this edge, you can see how shiny this is. It's almost like it's buffing it out for you versus this side right here. So what you want to be cognizant of when you're selling this product is making sure the technician is spending the nice adequate time on the 3000. The 8000 is just redefining the 3000, but to make this all work, it all depends on that 3000. The 3000, cutting out the 1500 underneath, or whatever they use, 2000 or whatever, but making sure those sand scratches are gone. Once we start with 8000, it's going to cover it up. We're not going to be able to see the 1500 underneath. We're just going to cover it up. We're going to make it nice and pretty and buffing and kind of almost polishing it out. So again, the stress on where this thing works really well is this step right here. Okay, now I'm going to move to 8000. So here's the 8,000. Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
It looks very similar to the 3,000. It's just it's labeled on the back 8,000. Okay. So with my setup, painter's pad, interface pad, and then I'm gonna spray my discs. Dry up on me. See how it's drying up on me? That's when I need another coat of water. What do you think? Yeah.
Don't need no buff.
It's pretty close. Here's the perfected solution with the perfected one pad. Obviously you can get this in a 8-inch, 9-inch pad, and also you can get 6-inch, which is this version, and then you can use a 4-inch pad as well. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Is that a compound?
It's more of a hybrid. It's like a compound and a glaze. Yeah. So I'm just gonna basically work the material in. I do that because I want my glaze compounding material kind of spread out an even coat across the panel. And then also when I do that, I notice that my pad gets saturated with the amount of product evenly across the pad itself. If I just kind of throw it all in there like that and then hit it, and I challenge you because I get why you do that, avoid slinging and things like that, but when you look at the bottom of your pad, more than likely you have a blob of compound here and then all this is dry. Right, make sense? Okay. So it's probably about medium to light speed. Turn it up just a hair. Medium to light pressure on the actual buffer. kiss it just one more time. So wipe it on again. This is my second coat. Always use a separate detail cloth. Okay, I fold my corners in so I avoid the edges from scratching my finish. Just like Mr. Miyagi, just wax on, wax on. Take a look at this, guys. That's the best job cars ever look. Look how pretty that is. Now you can see it's a metallic. I thought it was a solid all the time. Looks good, guys.